Guys, what's up? ShaneWolf38 here. Now today I have a door code for you. Now that's a really bad name for it because I have no idea what to call it, but it's easier to just show you what it is and then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, before I start the video, I want to mention two things. One is that I'm sorry for not uploading the video before. I actually finished it the same day that I uploaded my last video, but my sleep schedule is just horribly messed up, so I keep waking up at like 4, so it's kind of hard to upload it then. Anyway, the other thing I want to mention is I want to thank you guys a lot for the support you've been giving me on my videos. You know, I've been getting like 50 likes on my past 2-3 videos, and you know, that's just awesome. My channel just kind of blew up. Not blew up, but like, you know, I got a lot more support in the last few weeks, and I know that's just awesome. I want to thank everybody for that. So yeah, let's get right into this video. So I'm going to be showing you 3 methods to make a door code and kind of what situations you should use which in. Okay, so this has 2 doors. Now this stores up to 30 different codes. You can see if I go in these doors. Oh yeah, so it's kind of glitchy over there. So yeah, I'm going in the doors. Nothing's really happening, but yeah, I can just keep kind of going in here and nothing will really happen because there is a code that I have to enter to pass. So the code is, this is a kind of long code. This is not 31 because that'd be way too long to do, but it's left, 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 right, left, right, 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 left, right, left, right, left, left. And you can see I'm teleported into this room. Wow, I'm surprised that's not lagging while I'm recording. That is awesome. Okay, so you can see that I have this, and that's awesome. Now, let me go through here, show you the commands for this. So these are the commands. The code is stored in one objective. It's called the door objective, and the combination is stored in binary. So since there's 2 entrances, you can store up to 31 in Minecraft, or maybe, yeah, 31. So that's awesome. But if you wanted to do, say, 4 doors or 3 doors, you would have to cut that in half. So you'd have to go down to 15, plus you'd have to expand on this. So I have another method if you want to do 4 doors or more. And I'm not really going to explain this exact method because it's a bit complicated, and the other one is probably much easier to use and probably much more not reliable. Will be much better in the situation you'd want to actually use it for, because 2 doors isn't a lot. So let's head over to that one right now. Alrighty guys, I'm back, and here we are in a room with 4 doors. Now 4 doors is something much more realistic that you would actually use instead of 2, and this system actually has 10 slots of space for up to 10 doors. Once you go past that, it goes down to 5, but I doubt you're going to have more than 10 doors, so this system supports a lot of doors. Anyway, it's the same as before. If you just do random stuff, nothing's going to happen. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe the code is that, and then I should just be going backwards, and boom, I'm through. So that's awesome. Now, let me just go through here, show you the commands. It's about the same command blocks in terms of length. Now this one, yeah, it's much more intuitive in the way it works. So okay, so I'm just going to say this is door 0, this is 1, 2, and this is 3. So if I go ahead and set the display, you can see that there's this thing called combination, and it's 211302. And the combination is just that backwards. It's 203112. So we can go ahead and change that. Super simple. So we can go ahead and change it to, let's do it to 212302 instead. Now I'm going to try the code that I did before. So okay, let me just reset everything. Okay, so you can go backwards and then over here, and then you see when we go through here like this and then do the same thing we did before, it doesn't work. That's because the code has now changed, so we need to accommodate. So what we're going to do is go through here, then 0, 3, oh, almost went to 1, 2, 1. Oh, okay, well I messed that up. Okay, alright, here we go. 2, 0, 3, 2, and then 1, then 2. And we're in again. So that's awesome. Whoops, I broke through the wrong place. Yeah, so it's super easy to change. And the only thing that you need to edit in the commands if you go higher is you need to edit this number. If you add an extra digit, you need to add an extra 0 here, and if you remove one, you need to remove a digit there. But that's nothing too hard, you know, that's very simple to do. So yeah, let's go on and explain how this works in just a little bit more depth. So the first thing I'm going to explain, which is the simplest part, is how it determines which door is which, because it's actually using a little sneaky technique that I came up with. Okay, so you can see that below these, well, this is sandstone. There's 1 block of polished granite. Over here there's 2 blocks of polished granite, and over here there's 3 blocks of polished granite. So it is counting the amount of polished granite that's there, but it doesn't do it in the way you're probably thinking, you know, using a detect command or test for blocks or something like that, because that would require 4 commands, 1 command for each one. But instead there's actually 1 command for the entire thing, and that is the stats command on affected blocks. So here we just set everyone's stats to affected blocks for and we're setting it to the door objective for door. Don't really worry about that. Just the important part is that we have an affected block set to every single player in the world. Okay, so what we're doing to determine it is when someone steps on wool 15 black wool, they're going to be cloning the area under them, and this 22 is just if you had a lot more doors. The number technically in this could be 5, but it's not in this. Okay, so it's cloning them, and it's using a filtered force clone command on stone 2. So it's basically going to give you back the information that it gives back is going to be how many stone 2 are under you. So if there's 0, you're in door 0, 1, you're in door 1, 2, 2, etc. And that's how that works. And let's go on to how it actually determines the number of door the combination based off the scoreboard. So let's explain how this works. Now, unfortunately, my editing skills are still lacking, so I built this with some command blocks. Alright, so we have the score, and the first thing that we do, and this is for the first combination, is we're going to divide it by 1. And you can see nothing happens when we divide it by 1. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the remainder, and this is going to be a constant command. We're going to get the remainder when you divide it by 10. Now what that does is, since every number to the left of the first number is 10 or higher, all those numbers are going to be removed, and we're going to be left with the last number. So if we do that, you can see we're left with 2. Okay? And then what we do is we subtract that from our door number, and if it's 0, that means the numbers are the same, right? Because 2 minus 2 is 0. If it's above 0 or below 0, then that means the combination is not correct. Anyway, so then we go back to our original number, and this time we divide it by 100. So what this is, or no, sorry, not 100, we're going to divide it by 10. This is going to knock off our last number, so we're left with this. Then we once again do the remainder command, and we're left with 0. Same thing. Then we go back to our original number, and this time we're gonna divide it by 100. That's gonna knock off the last 2. Then boom, the remainder command again, and then back to our original. And then what we're gonna do is divide it by 1,000, our last 3 numbers. Then knock off that the beginning, and we're left with 1. And yeah, you get the point. I'm just gonna reset that entire thing. You can see if I go over here, we have this thing for the display, and then we have this for our little editing thing. I'm like moving left and right to control it. This is kind of a cool machine. This instantly sets the display. Let me show you actually. So if we edit like this, it'll instantly update it on there. We can just kind of like do whatever. Yeah. If you don't know what that is, it's my instantly transfer scores to display. I'll leave a link in the description for that. But yeah, that's how it works. I hope that kind of helped you guys. And to divide it by 1, then 10, then 100, then 1,000, we just have an objective called, well, it's called combo n, but let's just call it divisor, or divide, or div. And every time that we progress in the combination, we're multiplying it by 10. So that's why it's dividing by more and more each time. So yeah, I hope you kind of got that. I hope you like this little display I built. It's kind of cool. I actually made the textures for these, so yippee. Anyway, yeah, let's get into our last method of doing the doors, because it's pretty cool. Alright, let's go. Alright, so here we are with the last method. So I actually did not remember this, so let's open up chat. So, okay, we go up here, over here twice, I believe, yes, and then up here again, then down, then over here, and then the last two. And you'll see what I mean by the letters in chat in just a second. It'll all make sense. Okay, so it's colored wool. So white, orange, blue, blue, white, magenta, orange, white, blue. Okay, so this may be the preferred method. I don't know, for this method, it really depends on how many combinations I have. If you wanted more than 10 doors, and you, or sorry, not wanted more than 10 doors, if you wanted more than 2 doors, and you wanted more than 10 combinations, and the other one, it can be adapted, but you have to add a couple more commands. But this one, all you need to do is add more wool. The only thing is that it takes up space in the actual world, and it doesn't use any objectives. But I don't really like the whole taking up space part. It really comes down to personal preference. But this one, if you wanted to do a lot more than 10 in your combination, I can't even speak, then you would want to use this one. So this one's very simple. What it's doing is it's just cloning. So there's an armor stand right here, and it's cloning whatever's there up here. And then it's doing a test for blocks. If I go over here and look below the player, you can see there's the wool under them. So it's just testing to see if whatever is right here is equal to whatever is 2 blocks under the player. If it is, then it's going to teleport the armor stand up 1. That's progressing in the combination. And if it's not, so this is testing if this failed. If it's not, then it's going to teleport the door armor stand all the way back down, which means you have been reset. And then if it detects bedrock, which means the combination ends, it's going to teleport you up there. And then it's going to teleport the armor stand back down there again, because of course, I don't know why that's in there. It's going to teleport that down there. And then it's just, if you're on any wool, any black wool, it's just going to teleport you back to the middle of the room. Anyway, yeah, so this is a cool method too. This is pretty simple. Yeah, as I said before, it all comes down to personal preference in building the doors. Obviously, if you wanted to only have 2 doors, you'd probably want to use the first one I showed you, except that one, it's really hard to actually enter in the combination. And well, I mean, it's hard to change it. It's kind of tedious. Yeah, so that's the only reason I don't like that one. The second one, it has a really easy to use interface in terms of like you can change the scoreboard super quickly, or the combination of scoreboard. And with this one, it does take a little bit of time to change, but it's not, you know, it's still nice, and it holds a lot more than 10 combinations. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and this is somewhat useful. I tried to improve the quality on the video. I noticed the last one was a bit, well, let's just say not very good. I changed some settings around, and hopefully this looks a lot nicer, I hope. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out. Peace. Links to the 3 worlds will be down in the description below if you want to check them out. Yeah, okay. So I will see you guys in the future. Peace.